All right. So now to go over these cards. Octavia Living Thesis. I'll share the links to the cards in chat just to make these easier. Octavia Living Thesis, sharing it in chat now, says it's a 8 and 2 blue for a legendary 8/8. This spell costs 8 less to cast if you have 8 or more instant or sorcery cards in your graveyard. It has Ward 8, Magecraft. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, target creature has base power 8/8 until end of turn. Strass Daddy, thanks for the raid. Welcome everybody. Thank you, Strass Daddy. Now to read this other card, Hunt for Specimens. This is a learn card. I'm going to share it in chat now. Hunt for Specimens is black 1 sorcery. Create a pest token. Learn. What does Ward 8 do? So any targeting of the creature requires you to pay 8. Spell or ability. How are you supposed to vote if you don't know the cards? I don't know. You got to pay 8 to target it. Exactly. Then if you look at Phil Blackman's sideboard, Phil Collins, thanks for the follow. Sideboard, you got Mercurial Transformation, a lesson card. Just searching that one up, and I'll share it in chat. It's a blue and a 1 sorcery lesson. Until end of turn, target non-land permanent loses all abilities and becomes your choice of a blue frog 1/1 or a blue octopus 4/4. Yeah, I got that 12-month badge. Some people are coming up on it. You must be close, right, Ledgeview? Ledgeview is 10 months. 10 months. Ledgeview's been with us since the beginning, as far as I'm concerned. Who else? Luanil has 9 months. All right, nobody else currently here is even close. That's okay. So Mercurial Transformation, and then the last card, just trying to get all these out of here. Teachings of the Archaics. I'll share that in chat now. Blue and a 2, Sorcery Lesson. If an opponent has more cards in hand than you, draw 2 cards. Draw 3 cards instead if an opponent has at least 4 more cards in hand than you. So it's a draw spell. Dark Zero just got their 2 months. Nice. Dark Zero is a tier 3 sub, though. Tier 3 subs are big time, in my opinion. Hello, Strass Daddy. Good to see you as well. How's it going? How was your stream? What were you streaming? Fill me in. All right. So we're underway here. Another Underground Sea for Blackman. And these are not proxies, so they're easier to verify. Dark Zero is here. Dark Zero is here. So Dark Zero is now the gift sub and bits cheer leader on this channel. Both. Number 1 for both of all time. And that means that anytime I say something on stream that Dark Zero doesn't like, they charge me $500. $500 fine.
Yeah, you got that. Showing you another Delta.
Yep.
All right,
you have my deck list, right?
Plow.
I don't need to show you anything here.
Okay. No, you're good.
Oh man, you just ruined my top of my deck setup here. You jerk.
Why is Roland slacking? You mean on the leaderboards? I really do appreciate everybody that supports the show. Not trying to really compare anybody, but Dark Zero is an exception.
Pass the turn.
All right.
Wait, one of the players have a horror movie on? What is going on here?
We will.
Are one of you listening to a horror movie? What is happening?
I think it's him.
Yeah, sorry, it's in the background over here. Let me close the door for it.
Okay. For a split second, I thought it was somebody outside my window, and like, what is going on here? All right, sorry guys, continue.
You're all good. I'll wait till I think Phil's not back yet. So.
Oh, okay. Well, Surgical hit the plow.
Yeah. It was really bad, specifically because I'd set up the top of my deck with a Ponder. So,
Yeah. Shuffle that.
Yeah, the screams in the background were the horror of messing up the top of the deck.
yeah.
All right, I'll let you guys continue.
All right, I'll play a Volk and I'll pass to you.
For the chat that's asking, all my altars are real. None of them are sleeves.
All right, there you go, chat. I didn't even see that question, but there you go. Yeah, Phil uses all real altars for sure. Yeah, hoping to get this octopus in play here. We'll see. Luanil, thanks for the 133 bits. I'm not sure if 133 is a number of any significance. Thanks, Jason. What's up? Jason must be higher in the leaderboard too, since we were talking about the leaderboard. Where is the leaderboard? Jason is number 4. All right.
That's good.
Yep.
I want none of that.
Oh, you're at an even number. Oh, I get it. I was like, 133. Is that a Magic the Gathering reference of some kind?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll try to remember to ask Phil about land grant. That's a good note, chat.
I'm going to leave those there and draw. Play land for turn. I'm going to sack the Arclight to Cabal Therapy and take your Snapcaster.
Yeah, this is pretty much over at this point, I think.
I'll move to combat and rebuy the Phoenix.
Yep. I'll go
Okay,
to
good.
13.
I'll pass to you.
All right.
Good here.
Things going well for Force of Phil.
Well, I'll cast this Brainstorm.
You got it.
And not going well
I'm
for
gonna
me
pick up
keeping-
these. Are you good? It's Delta Scrubland.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
All right. Having trouble keeping track of life totals, but that's okay.
Well, that was land. So let's just forget this from here.
All right. Game 1 scoop, and game 1 goes to Phil Bleckman. So here's the deal, chat. Here's the deal. We will play an additional round after this, and I'll play. And I know everybody voted for which deck I'll play tomorrow. Queen Marchesa. Much like Benjamin Mason's deck, except my list has Vanishing Verse and Fracture. And some other new card. I don't know. And Prismari Command. Prismari Command I tried out. I just threw it in the list. Force of Phil correcting chat already on land grant. And then I also have Goblins sleeved up. Should I play Goblins next round? We've had Food Chain a bunch on stream. So here's the thing about this channel. Because we take some of our best matches and we put them up on our YouTube channel, and a whole bunch of other people that are not watching right now get to enjoy them there. And a lot of these decks like Food Chain and Allurin, they just don't get a lot of views. I feel like a lot of people don't like watching those decks. I'll post throughout the week, I'll post a video every day. Death and Taxes. Tons of people hit the like button and leave a comment. Love Death and Taxes. Delver, everybody goes crazy. What's the Delver list? Okay. Miracles, Allurin, Food Chain, decks like that. Just nobody responds. Nobody likes it. That's been my experience so far. That's been the experience so far. So I get a little bit like, I don't know what people actually like to watch. Do I got a link to a Death and Taxes video? I'm sure you could just go to our channel right now, and there's a Death and Taxes video there, just like waiting for you. Yeah, no one's picking up Allurin or Food Chain, yeah. But are people picking up Legacy Lands? Because Legacy Lands does well on our channel. Bug Pokeball. I'm all for trying the other decks. I'm just letting everybody know like what my experience has been so far. Because I'll try some of these like decks that like Alurin, for example, just because someone mentioned it before. People want to see Alurin, so I'll feature an Alurin deck on stream, and then nobody like it'll go up on YouTube and like it'll get 1 like, and like nobody will respond to it. And I don't know why that is, really. You want to get lands as soon as you hit the lottery. Elves does excellent on the channel. Elves does excellent. No issues with elves. More Force of Fill decks. Yeah, Force of Fill decks do all right. Maverick does well. Depths honestly does not do that well on YouTube. Of like the decks that are like, let's say, in the tier 1 or whatever, Depths stands out to me as a deck that nobody wants to watch for whatever reason. On YouTube. Those videos don't do well. When's the last time Death Shadow was on here? Yeah, that's a good question. It might have been a while for Death Shadow. That's okay, Jason. You play whatever you want. I'm just like the YouTube channel is a separate thing, and that's managed like on its own. People here are enjoying it though. The live audience is a whole different thing. The live audience, I'll have a Depths deck playing, and there'll be a ton of people here having a great time. You would pay to see Tom Hep on here playing Rainbow Depths. Tom Hep has been on our channel quite a bit. He's played on here a bunch of times already. If I get Tom Hep back on the channel, you got to gift some subs. And buy a Patreon or whatever to Tom's Tom stuff. Subscribe to his channels and stuff. Cabal Therapy. All right. Let's see what he names. Yeah, Tom Hep has played on this channel quite a bit. He's played on stream maybe 4 or 5 times.
Naming.
I'll take the Cling to Dust.
Okay. I'm showing you 2 more lands.
Jeez, these hands for Benjamin have been terrible.
All right. I'm going to play a land for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dark Depths is my least favorite card in Legacy. Yeah. I hope this doesn't come off as like a terrible take or anything. Nobody get offended, but I really don't like the card Dark Depths. Whenever I play against like Merit Lage decks, I'm just like, ugh. I'd rather play against something else. But I don't fault other people for playing Merit Lage decks because I get other people like that.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's put it this way, and this is really what I mean to say. I would never choose to play a Merit Lage deck personally. I just don't like it. That's really what I mean.
Okay.
Storm, I've never played as a Storm deck really. Maybe played some Storm decks in cube drafts here and there. I'm not really a Storm person. I feel like I'm a terrible, terrible Storm player. Then you meant Jason, yeah. I just like back in the pre-pandemic times, a couple of times I borrowed a friend's Turbo Depths deck and just like jammed a couple of games for fun on the side. I don't know, not for me.
No, I'm not gonna do it. Play land, fetch twice.
So you're fetching. So you played your 4th land and now you're fetching?
Yeah. I'm fetching. I'm just getting. I had.
It is a pest token on the board for Phil.
Lands here. So
with the last fetch on the stack.
Sure.
I'm gonna Surgical the Cling.
Okay, that's fine. You're seeing a Plague Engineer.
Okay.
My favorite new art on a basic land, I really don't have any idea, but a lot of basic lands from recent sets like Jumpstart and even the regular sets like Kaldheim, Theros, Eldraine's basics were awesome. The basic land arts have been really good lately.
Right.
I believe it's a pest. I think it's actually a pest.
Okay, well, I'll name Pest then.
Okay, I'll gain a life when this dies.
Okay. You're at
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
15?
6. I should be back up to 15.
Yeah. Okay.
Does it drain a life as well?
I think he just gains life, right?
I think I just gain a life.
Oh, okay.
You can check, but I don't think it drains. I think I just gain a life.
Wait, so what's Mason at now?
I fetched 3 times, so I'm at 17.
Okay, cool. Got it.
Yeah, it just when it dies, you gain 1 life. It doesn't drain life. And you are up.
Yeah, the actual token is Arcade Post Construct. That's true.
Ball therapy.
Eldraine Plains. Yeah, basic lands from like the last, I don't know, I feel like the last 10 sets in a row, the basic lands have all been fire. The land art has been awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Only gain. All right, thanks, chat. I think it's the first time we've had a pest token on stream. And it got murdered by a plague engineer.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm just thinking how I want to sequence here.
Okay.
Yeah, the Negator swamp art is pretty cool. Obliterator, whatever it is.
Let's dump this. This. I'm going to dump an Octavia and a Cabal Therapy. Crack this Polluted Delta.
Mm-hmm. I have you 14.
Yep.
So here's my weird strategy, chat. You ready for my basic land strategy now that I can run lands that aren't snow? When I play Standard or Pioneer, I'll play with my old basics from Mirage or Ice Age or whatever. When I play Legacy, I used the newest, coolest basics I could find. And that's my strategy. I got my Bob Ross Secret Lair Mountains in my Goblins deck now. Along with, I think I have some Amonkhet Mountain in here somewhere. That's how I do it. So I let the new players know I'm an old player. And I let the old players know that I like the new cards. I don't know. It's not even about tilting my opponent, honestly. Oh, nice Bob Ross emote. Oh, what card is that in play now? Oh, that's Octavia. Okay.
I'll play Tundra and I'll pass to you.
Yeah, my lands don't match. At least not today. I usually try to make them match, though.
I'm going to play a Hunt for Specimens.
Sure.
Make this dude.
All right. He's going to learn again.
I need to actually make the, whatchamacallit. I'm going to tutor for my second copy of
Okay.
Divination.
And then he dies when state-based things are checked.
Yep. So I gain a life off that still, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, you'll go to 15.
I just realized that I need to actually make the proxy itself for my second copy.
Okay. What do most players on stream use to stream? I'm assuming you mean like the cameras and stuff. A lot of people are using Logitech C9 series webcams. Yeah.
So because the pest died, I'm going to fatal push the Plague Engineer.
Yeah, you got that.
I'll swing it for 8.
Okay. I'm at 17, so I'm going to 9 here.
And I will pass.
Okay.
Real question, chat. Am I just going to get destroyed by Arclight Phoenix on Goblins?
Let's lead by playing Teachings.
Sure.
So you have 3 cards in hand, right?
I have 3 cards in hand.
All right, so it's just a Divination.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Divination.
Um,
Oh, I'm gonna get
I
destroyed,
will
chat. Oh man.
play a land for turn.
Mm-hmm.
You are at what again? 9?
9, yeah.
Okay, let's hit you for 8.
Yep, I'm at 1.
I'll pass.
And you got this game. I'm drawing lands and surgical extractions this whole game, so.
Yeah, it's interesting. The information gained from the discard spells when I saw that like your hand was threat plus swords and then like cling and stuff like that, and like you just had like the graveyard interaction, the interaction for.
I had the interaction for the other half of the deck. I didn't have the interaction for this half of the deck.
You had interaction for the Arclight, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to use my cantrips and discard to navigate a path to like clearing the way for an Octavia.
Right.
And so like the brainstorm and stuff was like
I couldn't find like
a
a baleful Strix or something like that actually would have dealt with the side of dealing with the octopus, which I probably and killing my Plague Engineer, which had Death Touch, was the other plan around that. So
yeah, it's kind of it was a roundabout play. I wasn't expecting to make it, but having the Plague Engineer enable Revolt for me was a line that I have
totally
never really
works,
used
totally
before,
legit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Plague Engineer. So now I have to play against Force of Fill, and I'm excited to not have to play against Plague Engineer because I'm going to be on Goblins. But I don't feel like I have a really good shot against Arclight Phoenix with Goblins.
Yeah, I don't want to play against Plague Engineer, and he's like, all right, I'll just play against the dude with some sickening dreams.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Have you been playing this deck online or anywhere else, Mason? It seems like the mana in this deck, and I noticed when I was building mine, is just a disaster.
So I've been playing the deck I played last time on stream, the like Pokepile bug deck. One of my friends has been playing me on webcam a lot with that deck, and we've been playing. It's really tough to like with the mana base because you have so many dual lands, and you only have 2 red sources, and you don't really run a lot of red spells. But it is really really easy to just completely lose the ability to cast any of the red spells in this deck. So it's something you really have to keep in mind. And actually, Savine's Reclamation should be a card that you return like lands with occasionally. Like that comes up, and that's actually an important interaction for sure. So
Yeah, I've had a few like times I goldfish with it today, and I'm drawing my 7, and I'm like, oh cool, this is a keep, this is cool. I got brainstorms, I got ponders, I got lands, great. And then I draw my next card for my fake next turn, and it's a Hymn to Turak, and my lands in hand are Volk Tundra, and I'm just like, what the? This deck is stupid.
well, so how many are so the Cling to Dust is like a really important part of this deck because it is in theory the 9th and 10th cantrip as well.
Yeah,
and like a lot of times, depending on the matchup, because you'll find yourself playing against decks where it doesn't really matter as much to Cling to Dust them. And when you're in that situation, you can just use this at end of turn, pay 1 mana, cycle it effectively. So that comes up a lot. And then using the escape, it can be a repeatable card draw engine also later in the game, which is also helpful to like fix out your mana and stuff like that. So
yeah. I like the kind of 4-color pile decks that have existed in Legacy, and this is just another one of those. It's just like so wacky, and Queen Marchesa is just such a bizarre card to run in your Legacy deck. There it is.
No, I didn't get a chance to show it off because I didn't cast it, but I think you mentioned this might be the first ever etched foil that anyone's seen on your stream, so hopefully people are getting a decent look at it. What's really nice about these is that it's like the only foil printed in the last few years. It's perfectly straight. The etched foiling process does not curve the card, so these are kind of cool, and apparently they're doing all of the mystical archive cards also in an etched foil. So they're gonna be regular foil and etched foil. So I'm planning on getting as many of them etched foil as I can. So
there you go, everybody. There's the tip. Yeah, I have a few etched foils myself, and they are like super flat, and they look awesome. Like you just showed it on webcam right now, and people watching right now are probably like, yeah, that looks cool. They look really cool in person.
Yeah, it's got like texture to it. It looks really nice.
Yeah, they do. And the Zendikar expeditions actually look like that too.
Really? I have the Wastelands. I don't feel that they have as much of that texturing, but maybe different ones are you notice it more on than others.
Yeah, I have a few of them, and they all look like that. Definitely the new Zendikar expeditions are pretty awesome.